Hey guys, I thought I'd do a quick little video about art supplies that I'm currently obsessed with. This seems a little bit redundant to me because I use these things all the time, every day, but at the same time I realize that I don't really go into detail as to which specific things that I like to use a lot. Some of this is going to be kind of dull for some of you, but if you're new here, maybe you're interested. I don't know. So let's just get right in. First up on my short list here is watercolor. The one art medium that I keep returning to is watercolor. I chose Core mainly because it's different. It's made by Golden and it just has a different binder in it than your typical watercolor. The thing I love most about watercolor is that even just splashing it on a page is really pretty to look at when it's dry. To me, just like that alone just makes it seem almost effortless as a medium. It's also possible to do a ton of different techniques with watercolor without having to buy a lot of additional products. You know, you can do glazing on things like clothing or water scenes, and you can use it really thick and boldly as well. It's pretty versatile. Also, the more transparent it is, the more you get a really nice glow in your paintings. And everyone likes to talk about glow in watercolor paintings, but it's definitely interesting to look at in real life, for sure. I really like using black pens for sketching in my sketchbook. I really love the look of combining those sketches with watercolor. Like when I'm doing mock-ups and things like that. I use black pens pretty much all the time. But I really like sketching with a plain ballpoint pen. Just the kind that you just buy at the store and write with. I love those because you get such a range of line and tones using that pen. And I don't know where mechanical pencils have been all my life. Super important supply number 3. Paper kind of goes without saying, but it's not really just a substrate for your paintings. I really like using paper to add light collage elements. I find it really kind of boosts the interest of a painting just to have that extra texture on there. For things like sketchbooks and art journals, I really like mixed media papers in different tones, like things like Stonehenge. I really like those. Obviously the best paper for watercolor is going to be watercolor paper. Unfortunately, I don't yet have a preference of watercolor paper just because I haven't really explored that avenue. But I did just get the sampler of watercolor paper and I am excited to try it out. So we'll just have to see. We'll have to see what changes. Number 4, Finetec or Coliro. Technically, this is just a different kind of watercolor, but I guess I kind of use it differently. I'm completely obsessed with this stuff. I really like shimmery, sparkly things, and having these pretty little rainbow palettes of incredibly sparkly paint on my desk is just, it thrills me. I love it. I like to add little details in my paintings with some of this stuff. So when you look at a painting and you move it or you move yourself and the way it just kind of catches the light randomly, I really like that and people like that. It's purely aesthetic and it's sort of but an extra nice reward for people who actually get to see my art in person. Number 5, miscellaneous mixed media. Is it considered cheating to just have an everything else category? Pretty much anything that I like outside of pens, watercolor, and paper is just extra. Like, it's just extra fun for me and it's extra reward for people who are seeing my artwork in person. I don't need these things, but it does keep me from getting bored with my work. When I get bored with my artwork, I like to sort of dabble in random supplies. And adding all these extra unexpected things to watercolor paintings, it does make it more appealing to a wider audience. I know that art is very much a process or even a therapy for many people, but I also like to end up with something that can appeal to many people visually, just in case they don't really relate conceptually, you know what I mean? So I hope this answers any lingering questions. And if you have anything really cool to recommend that you didn't see here, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye.